Good evening and welcome to BackChat. I'm your host, Temba Madima. This evening, we are chatting to Akani Simbine. He needs no introduction, but we will introduce him. One of the fastest man in Africa, fastest man in South Africa, obviously. We'll get to all of that. I hope you guys are good. Welcome, everybody. This is the Newton Classic Shootout edition of BackChat. So we're going to have a good time. So make sure, guys, jump in. We've got a lot of time. Hope you guys are doing good. Hello, South Africa. Hope you guys are well. Coach Buddha, I see you. Brian. Oh, Brian, thanks for coming back. I see you. Evander, I see you. Welcome to you as well. Tracy, Guardian, Dion Buddha. Welcome, guys. Good to have you here. Like I said, we're going to have a good time. Make sure if you have any questions that you want to put through, send your questions, guys. We're going to have a great chat with Akani Simbine. He's just jumped on now. So I'll send him a quick invite and then we'll get going. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, everybody. Matt, Big Matt, I see you all the way from the United States of America. He's in the building as well. Daniel, Malan, welcome.
Yo, Madima.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm straight, bro. How are you?
I'm good. Good to have you on here. I think people haven't seen you in a minute. You know, they only see you on TV these days.
I've been trying to keep it on the low, man. Like, just keep on the work. Bro. That's all it is. You're just trying to work, bro.
You're trying to work, man. I know, when you put your mind on something, you go. That's how you roll.
Yeah. You know how it is, dog. Like, for me right now, it's all about the work, making sure I'm getting ready, then once I'm ready for the world to see, then I'll step out.
That's how you roll. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Akani Simbine in the building. Let me do an introduction. Last time when we started off with BackChat, I wasn't doing introductions yet because I thought everybody knew was on, and they do. I mean, come on, you are the fastest man in South Africa. One of the fastest in Africa, and fastest in the world. So they need to know what's up. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is episode number 147. 47 for AK-47. This is episode 147 here, and it is the Newton Classic Shootout edition of this one. Ladies and gentlemen, in the house this evening, listen carefully. Hey, this CV, it's quite a long one. We've got
that deep, bro.
The Back Sports CEO, 2 times Olympic Games 100-meter finalist, 2-time World Championships 100-meter finalist, IAAF World Relays 4x100-meter relay gold medalist, IAAF World Relays 4x200-meter silver medalist, and national record holder in both of those as well. World Continental Cup 100-meter bronze medalist. Some of these I'm sure you don't even remember anymore. Huh? Commonwealth Games 100-meter gold medalist, Commonwealth Games 4x100-meter silver medalist, World University Games, remember that? World University Games 100-meter gold medalist, 3 times SA 100-meter champion, as well as a 1-time SA 200-meter champion. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa's record holder, one of the fastest men in the world, one of the fastest men in Africa, Akani Simbine. Where's my horn? Let me give you a horn. Let's do it again. There we go.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Oh, man. Listen, obviously, this is a special year. We've got the Newton Classic Shootout 10th year anniversary. 10 years of Classic Shootouts. It's crazy to even think that they've been around for 10 years. What does 10 years represent to you? What do you think is the importance of 10 years?
I think that represents 10 years of great athletics in South Africa. That's when things just started happening in South Africa with, the guys around our age. We started performing on the international circuit. We started breaking records. We started running fast, competitive times, and that's what 10 years means to me. It's like something that we have built as a collective, and we're hoping and looking towards the next 10 years where we can take through the next generation and be like, okay, we're going to be stepping out in the next 10 years. You guys need to make sure that you're taking it further, so that we can have more world champions, more world Olympic champions. You know, that's what we want. You know.
Absolutely, man. And I mean, this year it's with on the 10th year we've got Prit South Africa coming on. You know, they'll be one of the sponsors of the event. Obviously, Newton Classic, Newton Agency, third year involved in this event, and the event is just growing each and every single year. So you know, shout out to them for getting involved in this. I mean, it's a special event on the SA calendar. Everybody is always looking out for this event. You've ran a few of these. You've broken a national record, one of them. Just tell us about the environment at a classic shootout, you know, and what makes this event so unique and special.
I think the environment at classic shootout is actually for me it's like super cool. Like, you know, it brings you back to that energy of actually school athletics. You know, when you have your whole school mates that are supporting you on the stands, and you out there doing the best you can do, and you know, and you just seeing them cheer you on, and they coming with the school cheers. They understand. It just creates a cool vibe, you know, and that's exciting. Like, it's exciting for me to be in that, because we only get that when we overseas. We only get that when we're running, you know, on the circuit, you know, and just to be able to feel that and just tap into something that you only tap into overseas is actually really great. So for us, it's really great that we're able to do it and just be part of it. And we're thankful for the schools that are actually letting us be part of the events, because without the schools, we wouldn't be part of it. So big shout out to them.
Yeah. Shout out to Hoërskool Randburg. They'll be hosting the first event, which is on the 11th of February. And then the 16th event is the second event. On the 16th of February is the second event, which is going to be hosted by Hoërskool Help Mekaar. And both these schools have been involved numerous times, man. And it's amazing because, like you said, there's literally no competition. There is no competition in South Africa as a senior athlete where you're going to get there and people are just cheering your name. Hey, and you know, that type of, you know, that high school environment where it's just pure fun. People are just there for fast times, entertainment. So it's definitely always special.
That's true, man. Like, it's so great to be part of that environment, you know, because as I said before, we don't get that much here. You know, we compete, you know, at the provincial champs, we compete at national champs, but it's not as packed as what it is at the school events. And being part of that is amazing. You know, being able to tap into something that you only tap in when you overseas is really great. So for us, it's something I hope to see get better for the what do you say, for our senior circuit in South Africa. And once, you know, we can get to that point where we're packing our stadiums, you know, people are coming out to watch, people are shouting and cheering and excited, you know. Like, I remember when we had Gatlin here and his group, like, it was wild, like, so crazy. I think we literally sold out the stadiums.
Wow.
And that was crazy, you know, and just to also have that thing of, you know, when was it when we had Philip Poch?
2017. Come on,
bro.
Simbine.
Like, we had Philip Poch, and that was sick on its own, you know, like, sold out, packed each day, 3 days of senior athletics, packed environment. Everybody was excited. Everybody was talking about it. And that's where we need to take athletics, you know. That's where we need, you know, support to take athletics to.
Absolutely.
And that's the only way we can grow, I feel.
Yeah, and I mean, it's bringing that, and I think that's what's so important and so special about the classic shootouts, because first and foremost, it's one of those events where you've got athletes coming together. They come together. It's like, listen, are you running? If you're running, I'm there. Guys flying from all over the country. Some international athletes coming just for the pure purpose of competition and just seeing where they are and being in front of the high school crowds. And I mean, I remember when we started the concept, the first event, 2013. The aim of this was just to make superheroes, or make heroes of South African athletes. first and foremost. Create a platform where they're running in front of school kids. School kids can see that Akani Simbine is here at this meeting. There are some, there are usually school kids that get to run against the seniors as well, and it's almost like them getting to see the reality of elite athletics versus where they are, and they get to interact with their superheroes and all the superstars. So it's definitely special. And 10 years, I mean, I think we've got to go big this year. We've got to make it super special. And that's why, with the likes of Prit, we hope to make this relationship stick,
sure.
and take it through to the future, as well as Newton Agency also playing a big role in growing this event. So, yeah, we're excited. We're excited.
Super excited. We just, like, also another thing, like, we just want to thank Prit and Newton for actually putting this together. Back Sports is also there, but being able to get a sponsor on board to make this thing happen, that's important. That's the message we need to drive out. Like, there are athletics events that we can put together. There is talent that we can showcase to South Africa, and we shouldn't miss that. People just shouldn't get excited about athletics for Olympic year. There's World Championships happening this year. There's Olympic Games. There's Commonwealth Games. Next year, there's another World Championship. And then it's Olympics again. And then it's World Championship again. Like, there's so much athletics happening in the next couple of years.
That's our time.
That's our time to shine. And, like, we need the corporates to actually, like, see that, and push that and say, okay, you know what? Let's put our name behind that, and let's grow this thing, and let's back our athletes, back our young athletes, back the young ones that are coming through, and back the old ones to teach the younger ones how to do it, So man, big up to Prit, big up to Newton, and let's make this thing another 10 years.
Yeah, for that I'm gonna hit us with the, you know what it is, and I mean, I wanted to ask this question. Everybody in their life has got a Prit moment, or Prit memory. When you think Prit, where does it take you? Where does where does it take you? Does it take you all the way back to your Bambino days, trying to figure out?
It takes me back to grade 1, man, trying to cut. And when they give you projects or homework where you have to, like, cut out pictures or something. Like, I remember I got into trouble for this when I was a bit older, and so like they say, you must now show us your family tree. They like that thing, show us your family tree at home. And so I was like, I know there's pictures at home that I can take, of my family. And, like, there was this photo album, and in that photo album was like everybody, my grandparents also. So me being me, I was like, all right, bro, let me cut out these pictures, cut out the heads, and I'm doing my family tree.
Paste them on your family tree there.
Yeah, you're pasting that with the print on your family tree. You're just like, let me just paste this thing. I'll see whatever happens afterwards. Got into so much trouble afterwards. But yeah, man, like, it takes you back to school, man, and like the good old days. I like to say, like, school is the good old days, man. I always tell people, like, don't grow up, guys. don't grow up.
Don't rush that process. I mean, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I don't think here's an interesting fact. Let me test you on this one. Let me test you on this one. Let's play a quick game, and then we're gonna carry on. Are you with me?
Sure.
You ready?
Talk to me.
Okay, so this game is gonna be very simple. I'm gonna give you a clue, right? You tell me the date. Very simple. The Prit glue stick, right? The first ever glue stick was created in this year, by Henkel. Here's a tip. It's the same numbers as the SA 200-meter record. This is the year this glue was created.
And I saw the SA record order jumped out also. So I think it's 1969. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, so 1969.
Yeah, man, that's dope. Let's give you a bell for getting that one right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right,
Okay.
man. So let's look at when you look at school, you said school is very important, and that's the reason why I think that it's even so much more significant that you got Prit, which is dominant in the school space.
Mm,
Everything they do is geared at schools and building schools, motor development in schools, creating glues and whatever that is safe for kids to use.
yeah,
And classic shooters are always at schools, and
yeah.
what do you think is so important about us keeping this school culture, right? I mean, school athletics is massive in South Africa, and it's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful to see. And trying to integrate this, trying to stick it, together with the senior world, where we need the people who are in school and it's filling up school stadiums to come out to say it's national championships. You're the best athletes in the country. Let's go
Mm,
support. They
mm-hmm.
supported us at our events. Now let's support them
Mm.
at their events. How
Yeah,
important
that's
is that?
actually true. That's so important, like I feel like the fact that we as senior athletes are going to these meets, going
Yeah.
to the school meets and we're running at their meets, it shows that there's still that human in us, like we don't think that we are above the younger athletes. We don't think that we are above anybody. We wherever we say we have a race for us, we're gonna step up and race. That's what we do. We train to race. We train to show up and step up on the line. And just having the school actually let us be part of the event is actually also amazing because we don't get that many opportunities to race. And
Absolutely.
when we race, it's very strategic. Like you plan for that race, you make sure that you get ready for that race. And when we hear that, okay, there's a shootout happening, everybody starts going crazy. Like, okay, we know we're gonna race at the school. We know there's gonna be an atmosphere. We know they're gonna be supporting. We know that we need to be there to give a good show, but also
Yeah.
to make sure that we are also performing. And kind of like for me, I always take it as a like an off-season race just to see where I'm at,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and to be able to give a time or a performance that is, let's say, high class and what the crowd will like be like wow about, in my off-season. Like for me, that's like, yo, okay, I'm in good shape, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy that the kids could see that,
Mm-mm.
and then that bridges back to us when we have our national champs. They will be like, okay, these guys were here. We were excited to see them there. Let's go actually watch them at their event.
Mm.
And sometimes you'll even find one of their school their schoolmates are part of the SA senior champs, and
Yep.
they will come support them. So it's very important to just keep that synergy and that thing alive, because if we don't keep it alive and we have this whole separation between school athletics and senior athletics, man,
Yeah.
we're gonna lose so many kids in athletics, and that's not what we're trying to do. We need to keep that tangent together. We need to make sure we are all stuck together with the prick.
I hear you, man. All right, let's take some comments here. Let's take some. I see there's people are dropping goats. I don't know if that's your favorite animal. I see people saying, hey, they're saying, hey, Aki. They're saying, you're a true legend. Somebody says, I feel as if that Philip Poch energy could be adopted into our athletics. Athletes face each and every year and obviously find funding somewhere to support it. That would be fine. I mean, end of the day, that's what they want from the federations. They want it from sponsors. We try to bring that to events and make sure that the energy and the love for athletics. I mean, end of the day, we usually say, by athletes for athletes,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the only thing that makes everything we do work, because if it's not about the athletes, we lose sight of the people that are most important,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then after the athletes is the coaches, because without these coaches, you know what it is. You would have all this talent but not able to break the 10 seconds, or not able
Mm.
to break the 20, or
Yeah.
run the times you run, and so on and so on. So that's
Yeah.
also important. And
That's
let's
gonna
see
be
here,
very
so some more
important.
comments up here. Okay, I'll get some of those later. I see a lot of more goats over here. More goats. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Appreciate
I
it,
can't.
guys, that you see me like that.
Yeah, but there's a
Still
lot
got a
of
long
love
way to
here.
go, man. Still got a long way to go. I see someone is asking if there's gonna be what varsity athletics. I hope there is. You know,
There has to
that
be.
like I really hope there is, because that's where we got our shot.
Mm,
You know, that's where we got our shot to be on TV. You know,
mm,
and to be in a stadium that is packed. I
yeah,
remember like
yeah.
it was so exciting. Like varsity athletics was like the most exciting thing. Monday night athletics,
Yo,
yo, best thing
yeah.
ever, bro. Like we were so excited for that time. Like it was like, okay, we're gonna be racing. We aren't gonna be on TV.
We're
Everything
going
is gonna
live.
be sick. We're going live, and like stadium is packed. There's fireworks. That's
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
want.
yeah.
That's what we like. So yeah, I hope there is. I hope there
Hey,
is varsity athletics this year.
man, remember? I won't forget the feeling of us, carrying that trophy, man. Eh? In the early
Hey,
days, remember?
hey,
You get
hey,
the
hey!
check
That
over
was that
there.
was that was really sick. I remember that. It was like this thing of like just making sure that we won, to like have like that bragging rights or like university rights, and like
Yeah.
my big dream was that I wanted varsity athletics to take it to the next level. Take it to a point where we have that same culture that um the universities in America have. Like
Absolutely.
that is
Oh
so
my goodness.
exciting when you're watching
Yeah,
NCAA's. Like it's super exciting, and that's what we wanted, and that's something I believe we can do. It's
yeah.
just a matter of getting the guys to believe in it and push it.
We've got a lot of work to do in South Africa, man. But that's always
And
exciting, I always say, and I mean, that's why it's so important that you mentioned earlier that sponsors must come on, the brands to come on and get involved and make sure that these events, aren't just something that happens once. It's something that, you build a relationship and it carries on for years to come. That
yeah,
continuity is what creates big events.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the world is ready to see South Africa, blow up and, start to dominate all over the world. And it's our time, but we do need the support. To talk about that, obviously, being a professional athlete, you understand this concept very clearly. How important is it to get this type of support, sponsorship, people supporting and backing everything that you're trying to achieve?
It's super important. Support is very important. Just knowing that people are backing and believing in your dream and believing in what you are able to achieve. But at the same
Yeah,
time, I always say that I don't look at it as a sense of people putting pressure on you. It's more people are believing in you and
yeah,
seeing so much greatness in you, and
yeah,
they want to take that greatness and inspire themselves to be great as well. And
yeah.
and that's why support is important. And it's just like so that we can all just push each other and motivate each other and inspire each other to be better and inspire each other to like want to achieve more out of life and just be the best that you can be.
Absolutely, man. The records. Let's talk records.
Mm.
You've got a few. You've broken a few in your lifetime,
uh,
and you've got the 150-meter Newton Classic Shootout record.
mhm.
UJ Stadium was packed that day. Electric atmosphere, and then you shut down before the line. Tell us about that race. How was that race? The environment. It was actually
Madima,
even on Valentine's Day. There was like it was on the 14th of Feb, and this year we've got us on the 16th of Feb. So it's run about the same time. It's very special, So tell us, what is going through your mind, and how did you find that event and breaking the record and all that?
to be honest, nah, I had just flown in from Canada,
Yeah,
so I was jet lagged out of my mind. But then, I had made a commitment, and I was like, okay, no, I'm here. Let me race. Let's do this thing. And yeah, landed. And I was like, okay, we're gonna race. Told coach that we'll see whatever the body gives me. Like I'm tired, but it is what it is.
let's
But then
go.
at the same time, there was still that thing of, hey, I don't want to get beat by these kids. I don't want to get beat by the younger athletes. You know, Clarence was there
Yes.
and he just ran a 300 somewhere. And I'm like, yo, this guy is actually fit. Part two was also running
Yo,
and he was having the season of his life. And I was
the
like, yo, this
gift.
guy's also fit. And I'm here coming off a plane and thinking I'm just gonna walk these guys. Nah. I need to put on like my best foot. So then got onto the line. I was like, hey, let's go. We'll see what happens. Hey, body started responding. I felt good. And as soon as I got to the front, I was like, okay, I'm fine. Like, I don't need to push anymore.
Yeah.
Crossed the line, was 15-0 something. And I was like, I should have just pushed. I would have gotten the next one. And I would have dipped under 15. But then at that time, it also gave me that confidence of, okay, you're actually in shape. So
Yeah.
you're good for the season, like where you're at. And at that point, my training group knows, like, we haven't touched spikes. We don't touch spikes until our actual first race. And that
Wow.
is probably in March.
Yo.
So it's all like flats and making sure you're running in flats and making sure you're running fast in flats. So when you do
Yo.
that switch over, it's easier, you know. And I was coming out of like flats. I was running on flats, and that day was the first day in that season where I actually put on spikes. So yeah, but it was a good day, man. It was a good day. Good environment, good vibes, and yeah, you know, you just had to handle the business.
It is what it is, eh? It
You
is
know,
what it is. You know, as
yeah.
the famous old saying says,
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You said it.
so you know what I like about you, Simbini. Also, it's like your willingness to get involved. I mean, I've seen it many times in the years where you find maybe somebody at a school. They're like, "Can we race you?" You know, we went to Curious Serengeti, where we started helping out with athletics and sports and coaching there, and they said, "Simbini, we wanna race." I'm like, you know, I'm trying to be like, are you good, man? Should we do this or not? I can tell them, listen, you just came from a massage. We don't have to do this, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not the first time. This has happened so many times where, you know, people ask you to just rock up and you just jump in there and you're willing to go. And, you know, for me, it just made me think of the simplicity of athletics and sport. You know, it always starts with a challenge. Like somebody thinks I can beat you. Let's go and we make it happen. You know what I mean? It's like I call you out. Yo, Simbini, I call you out. You know, and it's up to you to respond or not. But you always respond. Why is this? Why is this nature in you?
I'm a competitor, man. I'm a competitor and I'm very competitive. And I always feel like if someone calls me out, then you better know you better feel like you're ready, you know, because I will make sure that I am ready to race you.
Yeah,
Like that's the
yeah.
one thing I know. Like I won't step on a line if I know I'm not ready, you know. And like if someone says, yeah, we're gonna race, I'm like, okay, cool, let's race. But just know that I don't want to lose. Like I never step on a line to like lose, you know. So it's one of those things where, and it's like if it's just like, you know, with like we did at Kuro, you know, like something like that, I will be like, okay, let's go. But I'll make you feel like, yeah, it's gonna be a very tight race, you know, and just manage it and just, you know, make them feel like they're part of it, you know, because I think it's
Yeah. That's important, obviously.
right.
Can you hear
Sorry,
me?
I'm just yeah, good. So I was just saying, like,
Yeah.
I think it's important that like as senior athletes, like give the younger athletes an opportunity to actually feel how it is to be on a line with us.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
just to give them that experience of what it might be, you know, in a sense of where we're at, you know, and how it feels like to step on a line with someone that's run under 10 seconds, you know, how to feel. Because that's it's a different feeling. When you're lining up with someone like that, it's different, you know.
Sure.
Like I've lined up with the best of the best, and man, like it's really, really, really crazy. But um we are like, I'm always open, man. Like, I'm always open to doing stuff like that, and just letting myself be accessible to the kids, and accessible to the young ones, because that's the next generation that needs to take over athletics, and that's something I'm passionate about pushing, making sure that athletics is safe while I'm gone. So yeah, so it's one of those things, man. Let's make ourselves accessible, show ourselves where we can show ourselves, like, I think one person that's doing that very well is Casta. She's with her club, she's super accessible, like, and she's pushing athletics, through her club, and that's amazing, and that's someone that I look up to, because she's done amazing and she's still doing amazing, and it's really great to be able to be someone that's close to her and see her go through everything that she does and inspire everybody and motivate everybody the way she does. So yeah.
Shout out to the Cobra.
Yep.
Cobrizi, Wally Easy.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna wrap it up soon. Like I said, this is the 10th year, right? 10th year of the Classic Shootout, Newton Classic Shootout 2022. 10-year anniversary. Prit, South Africa, also part of this one. And yeah, we thank them for being involved. Final message. What would you like to tell so many supporters, man? I'm sure we've had over hundreds and hundreds of people that are on here, jumping on.
Yo.
Who are going to be participating or getting involved in this event as well?
I think it's first of all, it's like a big thank you, for all the support through the years, but also let's keep on motivating each other and pushing each other. Today I said something to one of the guys I was with that, we need to always give 100%, but give your 100%, not another person's 100%. Your 100% might be different to another 100%, but at the same time, let's inspire each other, let's push each other, let's push ourselves to the limit, and let's take athletics to another level. Take it to a level where we do get noticed. Just take athletics to a place where athletics is a main sport in South Africa. Not just something that's focused on every 4 years. And it's, as you said, it's a natural body movement, and everybody can run. Everybody has the ability to be athletic, in a sense. And let's push each other to do that, to be the best we can. And yeah, man, let's have a great year, and happy New Year to everybody. Peace out, and yeah, blessings for the year.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for hopping on this evening. And yeah, we're gonna have a great season. I believe this season is gonna open up a lot of doors for a lot of people. You mentioned the amount of competitions that are on. The Classic Shootouts just gonna open up the preseason for a lot of the senior athletes, and then from there it's war. Commonwealth Games, World Students, cross countries championship have been postponed to next year, but there's still World Champs. There's so many events. Like it's
African Champs,
it's World Champs,
Commonwealth Games.
So it's a jam-packed year. I think this could be one of the most important years for athletics. If we capitalize on this, people will have athletics to watch all year round. So Akani, thanks a lot, man, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Bless, man.
We'll
Thank
see
you so
around
much.
At the I'm sure you'll be there, the shootouts. We won't. I don't know what your involvement will be when it comes to jumping on the line or not. I don't want to say anything. Let's keep it a surprise.
Hey, I don't know, man, but I will be there. You gotta show face. Be there and support every athlete that's there. And yeah, man. I don't know if I'll be ready to race, but we'll see. But I definitely will be there. I'll definitely will be supporting everybody out there. And yeah, and there's Mr. 196 there. But anyway,
I see. Mr. 1969.
Sure,
Wavenda. All right, my brother. Take care. Have a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
You heard it straight from Akani Simbine. Thanks for joining us this evening. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll be back again next week. We've got more back chats. We've got podcasts. We've got so much action. We'll be dropping more information about the Mutant Classic shootouts that are coming up. Sponsored by Prit and presented by Backtrack. Akani Simbine, take it easy, brother.
Peace, guys. Blessed yet, everybody.
Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.